This is The Scoop for Thursday.
I'm Josh Holton with the WMNF News headlines. Florida's congressional delegation held a bipartisan hearing yesterday on hurricane recovery efforts and improving infrastructure to prepare for future storms. WMNF's Faith Montalvo reports how Florida members of Congress are approaching the issue.
The delegation discussed how the state and federal government can help Floridians during hurricane season. With 3 back-to-back hurricanes last year and talks about reshaping FEMA and other federal agencies, the delegation spoke about ways the state can endure hurricane season. Ken Graham is the director of the National Weather Service and was on the panel. He said his primary concern is the coordination between the state and federal government in helping people prepare.
As a delegation, Weather Service, all of us have to team up together to keep telling people it's just a matter of time. It can happen back-to-back at the same place.
Meanwhile, Florida Chief Resilience Officer Dr. Wesley Brooks said the state and its Division of Emergency Management are built to withstand hurricane impacts.
We'll continue to do that regardless of what the future looks like with our partners.
The members of Congress also said more Floridians need the opportunity for affordable flood insurance. And the delegation discussed how the government could help small businesses in getting emergency loans. Faith Montalvo, WMNF News.
After standing by its decision to host actor and right-wing influencer Russell Brand for an event on free speech, New College has rescheduled the event with Brand to a later date, saying the current media climate is a distraction from the deeper purpose of the event. The event was titled Thinking Without Permission, a conversation with Russell Brand on free speech, censorship, and cultural power. Brand was scheduled to be interviewed by New College president Richard Corcoran after Sarasota Film Festival chair Mark Famiglio dropped out, according to a press release. WMNF's Chris Young has more.
New College didn't respond to WMNF's request for an interview, but in a statement said, quote, even challenging conversations deserve room in the public square. Bill Rosenberg is the president of Novo Collegian Alliance, a board of activists formed in response to the school's recent restructuring.
The idea that would be he would be a suitable selection for a talk just is, it boggles the mind in a lot of ways, and yet in other ways it doesn't, because it's very much the playbook under the Corcoran administration. It has been since the takeover.
In 2023, New College underwent a conservative takeover, with Governor Ron DeSantis packing school leadership with Republican allies. Chris Young, WMNF News.
Researchers at University of South Florida are predicting what they call another major sargassum year. In the open ocean, the large golden brown masses of seaweed provide habitat for marine life, but it can also affect tourism when it piles up on shore, releasing a nasty smell. WMNF's Chris Young reports on separate research that brings us closer to understanding why sargassum is impacting beaches rather than staying ashore.
Researchers found that large sargassum blooms were carried from the open ocean to beaches in the tropics starting in 2009 by strong ocean currents and winds. And the nutrients that accelerate the growth of the seaweed are supplied by an ocean process known as vertical mixing. That's where water masses mix seasonally due to shifting winds. Frank Mueller-Karger is a professor at the College of Marine Science at the University of South Florida in St. Petersburg and was involved in the study.
It's not that sargassum is a bad weed or that is reflecting pollution. Rather, it's a natural phenomenon that we need to appreciate for what it is, but also learn to live with.
Mueller-Karger says his findings may mean that managing sargassum will be hard to do on such an enormous scale, and communities must adapt. Chris Young, WMNF News.
The House and Senate yesterday passed proposed budgets that are billions of dollars apart, giving them little more than 3 weeks to reach an agreement on tax cuts. The Senate budget proposal totals $117.3 billion. The House proposal has a bottom line of about $113 billion and is linked to a $5.4 billion tax package that includes reducing the overall state sales tax from 6% to 5.25%. Governor Ron DeSantis says he wants a one-time property tax break for homesteaded properties and to ask voters in 2026 to pass a constitutional amendment to reduce or eliminate property taxes. Sunshine today with highs in the lower 80s. Clear skies tonight with overnight lows in the lower 60s. Sunny skies tomorrow with highs in the lower 80s. I'm Josh Holton with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.